Hi, I'm Jill with Close to My Heart. We've just come out with our 2017 planner system, and I'm going to show you how it all works. To construct your album, first choose your Everyday Life mini album, either the Sea Glass album or the Striped. Both albums work because they both have a simple ring that snaps open and closed, and you can add your loose planner pages to either album. So let's look at some of the features of the pages themselves. Here is how the planner system comes. You get a clear envelope that is great for holding your coloring supplies or receipts or other little collectibles that you've gathered that you want to keep in your planner. And you also get 3 adorable gold paper clips, which are really fun just to mark your spot or also embellish. Then we'll look at the calendar pages themselves. So the first page is the monthly tab, and you can see it has a nice tab here to help you find your spot. And it's a coloring page, so you're going to be able to color this and design it however you'd like. On the back side of each month divider is a fun quote that is a motivational piece just to help you each month. And then we have a remember page. This pattern here always coordinates with the cover page of that month. And this is a perfect spot to do any of your journaling, list keeping any of those thoughts that come to your mind for the month. This is a great place to document those. The next spread will be the month at a glance. So here you've got your entire month as well as the month prior and the month after this so that you can always be keeping track of where you are in the month. We've also got a spot here for notes. So maybe you just need to make a list of whose birthdays are coming up, who you need to send cards to. Any of those things are great to put in this note section for the month. Then you move on to the week at a glance. So this is great because it starts with Monday and then goes through Sunday so that your weekend is always just kept together here on this side. And each day has 2 columns, so you can maybe write all of your appointments and the times you need to be places, and then your to-do list on the other side. Or if you just got a really busy day, maybe that to-do list takes both columns. So this is a great way the entire month goes through that same way. That same pattern is coordinating throughout, and so it's just a beautiful, clean slate, and then you can start to really have fun with it by coloring. Now, because this is a planner system that you get to color yourself, I'm going to give you some recommendations about which types of coloring tools to use. The dividers are the premier coloring pages on this project because they're made of a thicker paper, so you can use a wide variety of coloring tools. Let me show you a few samples of what you can do with these. Here I've used our watercolor pencils. So here you can easily color with the watercolor pencils dry and then go through with a blending pen or a water brush to soften that up, or you can use the watercolor pencils wet. Another thing you can do is add the shimmer brush. This just adds another little pop of shimmer and design to these. You can also use the metallic pens in gold or silver. That's a really fun touch as well. Another really fun technique for coloring these pages is using the Shinhan Touch Twin alcohol markers. And you can see this is where you're going to get a really bold pop of color, and you can have fun doing the blending technique that works so well with these alcohol-based markers. The other thing you can do, I'm going to come back to this sample where I used my shimmer pen, is that you can take your ink pad and you can punch the lid, just give it a little bit of a squeeze there to transfer ink onto the lid of the ink pad itself. And then you just take a water brush and you can transfer that ink onto your project and just give a nice wash of color and paint that in, which is another really fun technique. Then another option you can do is actually using watercolor paints. So on this sample, I've used the watercolor paints. Just be careful to make sure that you're using light water and using more paint than you are water to keep your page from getting too saturated and warping it all. Now let's talk about what we can do with the pages inside each monthly tab. So here is our remember page, and I've colored this same border image, but I didn't use the markers here because this paper is a lot thinner. The markers are so saturated with color that it will bleed through. So I don't recommend the markers here, but everything else will be great. You can use the watercolor pencils again here. I've used the shimmer brush to highlight a little bit of that detail. I've also used the metallic markers here, and you can use the Le Pen that works perfectly for doing all of your journaling and any doodling that you'd like to do. Another fun thing you can do is minimal stamping. So you can see here I've just added a fun little detail, and you can use the Plan On It stamp set found in the annual catalog to do these fun little details, as well as any other stamp set that you like. So another fun thing you can do, aside from using all those different mediums to color the pages, is decorate the pages. So here I've just added a few things like shimmer tape or shimmer trim here, as well as some bitty sparkles. We've also added some ribbon to this tab here, so you can take it as far as you'd like. Compliments are another great thing to use on decorating the pages inside your planner. Get a planner that's as unique as you. Talk to your independent consultant to learn how, or go to closetomyheart.com to place your order today. And while you do that, I'm going to get back to some fun coloring. See you next time.